understand that we plan our life before we work for, we think we are not victims of that situation we are living. We are, we get back our power. So what is your idea? What is your insight about this?
Well, if you believe that you planned your life and your biggest challenges before you were born, that belief alone will pull you out of victim consciousness. And I think that that's extremely important. Victim consciousness, as I understand it, is literally the lowest vibration a human being can be at. And it tends to be self-perpetuating, so people get stuck in victim mode. If you can pull yourself out of that by understanding that you yourself plan your challenges, that's extremely empowering. And if you then come to some understanding of why you plan the challenges, that's actually even better, because then you can learn those lessons in a much more conscious manner.
Sure, sure. Of course, you know, in this planet, we are full of people who feel victim, who, and many things, not just one thing, but many things. In your all your life, have you found that many people about that and how they behave? How do they behave as that people about feeling victims?
I think victim consciousness is very prevalent all across the globe. And most people who are in that frame of mind, they feel powerless, they feel helpless. They just don't feel that they have the ability to turn their lives around. And that's really why victim consciousness is such a destructive thing. It's completely disempowering, and there's no place really to grow from victim consciousness.
I would like, with your permission, to focus a little bit about more Catholic minds, because as you know, most of the Spanish-speaking people are Catholic. It's quite ironic because most of these people believe in life after death. You know, if you are a good guy, you go to heaven. You are a bad guy, you go to hell. But they don't believe or doubt about life before birth, before we were born. So what do you think about that?
Well, I think a lot of what people believe is the result of conditioning by their parents, by teachers at school, by whatever society they're born into, by religious leaders. And sometimes the people who are handing out the conditioning have our best interests at heart. Sometimes I think they don't. I think there are some people who are in positions of power and who want to maintain positions of power. And those people would prefer to keep someone in a state of victim consciousness because then they hand their power to somebody else. So again, it's very, very important to pull yourself out of victim mentality.
Sure, sure. Both answers are connected, obviously. The victim mentality, obviously, is one of the death. The next one is, you know, there are many beliefs that are so ingrained in the people. One of these is sacrifice, suffering and sacrifice. Most in the Spanish-speaking people, because of the religion, that idea of suffering and sacrifice is so deep in us.